on my YouTube channel, and I'm gonna keep that like that because I think that looks cool. So whenever I look over here, it's to my TikTok family, and when I look directly ahead, of course, that's to my YouTube family. Type in, I'll give it to you one more time, www.youtube.com/ the letter I, the letter C, the word green, and the numeric 1. That's how you find me. And for those of you who want to see it, you guys can see your typing and all that kind of stuff actually on my YouTube channel. It's pretty cool. What up, Peggy? Let me know when you found me. Make sure you guys subscribe, turn notifications on to always when you find it. You know what I'm saying? So for those of you who are in the live, our conversation was about this particular young lady where it says she speaks the gospel truth, the gospel, protect her. That conversation was derived from a situation where she was saying all the things she did. That's it right there, Juicy. Let's pin that. Pin that comment. That conversation was derived as she was saying how she spoils her man. How many of you ladies that are in my live, how many people, men and women that are in the live right now, how many of you are okay with spoiling your mate, the person that you're with? Spoiling your mate. How goes it? Felicia, what's up? No, it's a setup. What does that mean, Happy Cat Mom? Can you pin it? Because I can't. Yeah, I just tried to pin it. Yeah, it's pinned. Let me see. I tapped it. No, that's you. Let me see. Pin the comment. Pin this comment. Oh, it said couldn't pin the comment. You can try again. It's one of the, it's glitching out. Who was engaged to? Yes. Afro Latina said I spoil my hubby and vice versa. It's mutual. If you know, you know. Okay, so what do you do to spoil your what do you do? What is your definition of spoiling them? I know because it's different for everybody. For those of you who say, yes, I spoil my hubby, what do you do that is outside the normal? Because there are things that we do that are just normal behavior for people who love each other, right? Juicy said reciprocity is a must. Okay. Who goes first? How about that? Happy. I understand the term spoil, right? Is not the word that we should be using because it has a negative connotation. I absolutely understand where you're coming from, Happy Cat Mom. But in the instance of treating their mate special, what is it that you do? I make sure his dinner is done and have his drink ready when he come in. Okay, but most men will say that's if you're the nurturer of the house, that's something that you would do, right? Some men expect their women to make dinner and a drink. I cook and serve him when he gets home. So listen. So I want to keep the live in there, but I'm gonna have to bring y'all front and center. So check this out. The young lady said it's so dope. Okay, there you go, T. There you go, T. Now T is kind of hitting the point that I was trying to make. T said massage, gifts, let him sleep. Let me go back here. Let's go on the sharing the screen. I'm bringing it back. Takes a quick second, but you guys can still, I think you guys can still see me. There we go. Takes a little hot second, has to give me this information that it needs in order for it to function properly for it. Okay. And we'll be back live on YouTube in a second. All right, there we go. Boop, boop. Let me put that back in the back. All right. So no limits is a major gift for all these kids. Yep. Mine get feet massage and took a long time for me to do that. It's not letting us screen share the way I wanted it to. So YouTube as well. So I'm communicating. We were talking about Hey Scrap is still imperfect. Someone told me I was going to have some problem. Hey Scrap, it's still imperfect. I have no idea what it is that you're talking about. When that daughter moved in, she locked up where I worked. Oh man, told lies. Yeah, that's a bad deal. So we were talking about, there's a post that we have that we were discussing earlier. If you guys have been on my Instagram page, you see it's a viral post and it's a young lady saying how she spoils her man. If you are in the live, fellas, tell me how you spoil your women, and women in turn, I want to hear how you spoil your men. I've been hearing a lot of conversation about it. And Instagram, I'm not going to give it away. She said, not here for anyone's approval, says, I am imperfect. I am an imperfect, beautiful disaster. Okay. But remember, what you say is what you get. So as long as you keep telling yourself that, then that will be something that you'll emote and emit. And so with that, guess, you're going to get guys who think that they need to save you from something instead of enjoying life with you. You're going to get somebody who always feels like they got to come to the rescue. So keep that in mind. What you say is what you get. So if you say that I'm an imperfect disaster, you know what I'm saying, then trust and believe, yeah, Jaira had to clean it up. Then trust and believe that you're going to get somebody involved with you who feels like they need to help you pick up the pieces. And I'm sure that's not how you want to move within your relationships. You want to do something where you're building together versus somebody picking up things that you may have torn down and may not even known that, you introduced this scenario of a disaster. But I like that. You know what I'm saying? It's challenging getting involved with somebody that you're going to have to help pull it together versus, flourishing in in what you're doing together. I think that's one of the more important plays that we got to remember. And it's difficult, right? Because we all got our issues and concerns, and especially when we're getting involved with people, we bring those things into the fold. We haven't done the self-work that it takes to be involved in relationships. You know what I'm saying? You might want to look at how you position yourself to be in relationships, because a lot of us just haven't done the work. I'll be honest. You know what I'm saying? There's so many of us who haven't done just a small pieces of the things that need to be done to help get us back to where we need to go. It's not much. I'm not saying y'all crazy. Some of y'all crazy. I'm not saying everybody's crazy. I'm just saying, have you thought about dealing with something? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we drive right over the things that people have said to us. You know what I'm saying? As a musician, she would say, I was just telling you who I was because I changed my name. Oh, girl, stop. The Bible speaks on you reap what you sow. True enough, you reap what you sow, but you also, what you say is what you get. So you want to maintain, you know what I'm saying, that how you communicate with people and everything in every way that you do it, that is positive and it works together towards what you want. You know what I'm saying? Your words mean something. Everything you say means something. Couple that with action and it is completely powerful. I mean it. Like if you just tell yourself I know I'm a good crazy. That oxymoron, I don't know how that's gonna work out. Priscilla, what's up? I see you in the live. Yo, Hactations, Miss Mickey. Yo, I see y'all in the live. Make sure y'all say hello something when you join the live so I know you're rocking with me. So I just don't know if you hit it by accident. I want to know you're here on purpose. You know what I'm saying? It's Friday night. It is 9:53 on the east side of town. On the east side of town. What up, Claudia? And we just kicking it tonight, man. We had a conversation that's based around a situation where a young lady said how she spoils her man. And I'm going to tell you, she dropped some gems. We're at 147,000 views on that particular one with a ton of likes and a ton of shares. Every day I'm approving like tons of shares of the content because, T on the West, yep. Because it is so poignant that you look at what we're not allowed to be emotional. We're not allowed to expect much because we don't receive much. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not complaining because we don't complain like that. Not about those things. When the last time you know what I'm saying? Like, it goes back to one of these things that ladies, fellas, never stop macking. If there's something that you're interested in, yeah, I'm on there, man. Yo, Hack, I've been on Modern Warfare almost every day, bro. Never stop macking. Apollo, I ain't even see you up in here, man. For some reason, it stopped scrolling up, but I'm seeing it right now. If y'all don't know what never stop macking means, it means continue to do the things you did when you met the person that you swept them off the feet with. Now, that goes into a whole lot of things, okay? Because some of y'all like to try to isolate your person from the very people who nurtured him into being the person that you love. Do I need to say that again? Do I need to reiterate that one more time? Some of y'all will remove the very support base that he has or that she has that helped develop them into the person that you fell in love with. What are they going to do without these people in their lives? I don't think y'all understand. There's a group of people who have kept the person that you like in a great mindset to be able to be attractive to you when you go out. What she say? I practice love, so I just always want to love on my man and remind him of it, as you should. It's a very powerful thing. It's a very powerful thing for you to continuously sow into them that way, and it's something that you have to maintain for the health of your relationship. Finding unique ways, because as you're growing, we're growing as well, and a lot of times people stop that. You know what I'm saying? People stop building. As the relationships are always evolving, you say to yourself, hey, if it's always evolving, then there may be some new things that have come into our lives that we may enjoy in a different way, in a better way. Let's invest in that. Let's include that, you know? And that's relationships are an ongoing process. Everything about what we do is ongoing. Give me 1 second, y'all. I think I might need to put on some shades, right? Okay. So for those of you who don't understand why I had to put on some shades, it's on days where I've worked out extremely, you know what I'm saying? I think y'all can see all these, the way the guns is looking. Um my eyes get sensitive, you know what I'm saying, to the radio, whatever comes out of these phones or whatever. It makes my eyes really sensitive, and then the next step is me getting a migraine, and I'm trying to avoid not getting a migraine from, all this light, all these sources of digital information that are coming through. So the only way I can see protecting, like this is helping out a little bit more for me to put these on. I'm gonna close my eyes and talk to you. She said Stevie Wonder. I'm gonna squint a little bit and try to not let so much light come into my eyes so I can continue the conversation. But last thing I want to do is catch a migraine tonight. You know what I'm saying? I've been feeling great all week, and I don't want the sensitivity in my eyes to make it, to put a horrible exclamation point on it. But what I was saying was, to the young lady's point, and I'm gonna end up talking about this probably for the next week, because I think it's so dynamic, what she said, and I want to go through some of the comments, but we can only do that on YouTube. So make sure you guys are subscribed to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/the letter I, the letter C, the word green, and the numeric 1. The visual there, the conversation there, the ability to not be interrupted so much, is going to be perfect for the environment of the conversations that we want to have. I will, however, do this. I will do exactly what I'm doing right now. I will start off every conversation 15 minutes or a 5-minute introduction on TikTok and Instagram, and then I will shut these formats completely off. And the only way that you'll be able to hear the conversation or be a part of it is via the YouTube channel. I think that's going to work out perfect for the goals that I'm setting for the audience and the conversation that I want to curate with you all. You know what I'm saying? But this is such a dynamic study into how we view, and the crazy part is everything we do is about engagement. Like everything that we're a part of, everything that we how we communicate, it's about engagement. And the engagement on the comment section for this particular topic of reciprocity or lack of reciprocity, and the conversation around what women do for men, because you don't understand the role of a wife. At what point do you start behaving like a wife in a relationship? Just out of curiosity, at what point should you start moving like the woman you want to be versus the woman that you are at that point? You know what I mean? What does it say? You need to. I don't know what that's saying. Woo. But that light is so crazy on my eyes. I'ma close my eyes for a minute. But I'm gonna open them every now and again just to read the comments. But y'all don't know how it's the struggle bus for me right now. Y'all have no idea. You need to message. Okay. I put it in. It's actually in the heading of of this live. It's in the heading of the live. YouTube.com ICGREEN1. It's the IC green and the numeric 1. It's just using the letters and the numeric 1. ICGREEN1. If I mean, Juicy is one of my mods have typed it in, but for some reason it will not allow us to pin it as a comment, unfortunately. And so that's been the struggle bus so far, is being able to do that. And again, I don't know what to say to Hack and everybody else. Yeah, a divorced man, I can agree with that. Most women don't understand the role of a wife. Yep, you can give them the world and they want another planet. Woo! He said a whole word there. Stacy G, what up? For some reason, it's not scrolling up, so I gotta scroll it myself on Instagram. That's crazy as hell. Whether or not you're with the right way, it's a deciding factor whether you're with the right. You're absolutely right, Hack. T says being a wife is not easy, and you learn as your marriage grows. Never do wife duties on a girlfriend level. Ooh, so listen, so that is going to be a huge conversation in itself, T. We're definitely going to have a conversation on when do you change from doing girlfriend duties to wife-like duties in relationship. What up, Paulette? I see you on my IG. I mean, on my YouTube. What's up? At what point, ladies, do you stop? Because a man has to do husband duties almost off rip, doesn't he? What changes when you get a husband? I'm curious, ladies. What do you think changes from the boyfriend stage to a husband stage? What changes? What is it that you require of him to do as a husband that you wouldn't require him to do as a boyfriend? I'm just curious because men, I can tell you right now, all men feel we have to do. We got to be a husband off the rip. What up, Beauty? Yeah. What is it, ladies? What is it? What's different from a man's duty between the boyfriend and the marriage stage? Because I'm curious to know. You know what I'm saying? A man has to. I need to be writing this down. But y'all remind me because we got to have a conversation about that. A real conversation. This is just the tip of the iceberg. But the conversation is, what does a man have to do that's different when he becomes a husband from when he's dating you? What does he have to do? Y'all so quiet right now. Oh man. Oh my God. DJ Redheart said less sex after marriage. Paulette says, well, mine stays the same. Now, see, Paulette, that's the point I'm trying to make. Thank you for that honesty. Paulette on YouTube says is the same. What she's saying is, wait. Okay, so T said the putting you first, the respect level changes. Really? Because there's not a man on here that'll tell you that they feel like their responsibilities are different from when they're dating you, from when they're marrying you. I don't think they're gonna say that they're the only other thing is maybe more provision. That's it. Women expect more provision from a husband than they do from a boyfriend. That's all I can say. A woman won't expect her boyfriend to, pay her bills and do all. Well, some. It's a touchy subject. Some might require that. I know some girls that are dating men right now that they require them to pay for their bills. So in those scenarios, I still don't understand what changes. I need some answers, lady. Come on, man. DJ, that was hilarious. He said, imagine if you lost all sex drive. If you committed infidelity, it would change the game. Oh my gosh. Hactations wants violence. Ladies, do you want your man to change when he becomes your husband? Let's just say that, because that's what women do. When women I can't say all women. Let me not say that. There has been reports Rob said to keep a good marriage, you have to keep dating in the marriage. True story. But again, Rob, what are you going to do different as you've dated her to once you married her? What are you doing different? What up, Magic? What are you doing different? That's the $1 million question. What's the difference maker? T said, for me, my bills are paid. I don't want for nothing. Mine's changed and I feel secure. That's what I was saying. Provision. The I's turn into we. But they always we's. So check it out. Afro, you got to admit that in your dating relationship that most men have already committed to the we and not the game system. Most men are already thinking we. It's a woman who still, most times, that is very selfish. Unless, again, I go back to what I said to Lady P. Yep. See, now that when you're living apart from your boyfriend, there was still a level of provision that y'all had. But once you got married and once y'all moved in together, then the provisions shifted, and he became more responsible for so many different things. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a migraine. I think I'm on my way to a migraine. I'm just going to close my eyes for a little bit, which sucks because I can't read the comments. But I feel like a migraine is coming on. There used to be something they told you could do is like take a spoonful of salt or something like that, of sea salt or something that's supposed to make it go away, but I don't know. And I've been doing good too. This is not making me happy right now. Let me see if I can still read these comments. So it's different from when we were dating. Okay, got that. DJ Lady P says I have a big heart. She said take a Tylenol. They got a thing for Tylenol talking about they got all these damn side effects. Oh, J Pearl. Okay, I didn't know that was you over there. All right. So listen, as much as I want to continue this conversation, I do feel like I gotta lay it down. Just so I'm not, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not really bugging out. But I feel something trying to come over me. And if I can, what time? It's kind of early right now. It's 10 o'clock. So what I'll try to do is remove myself from all these digital signals or whatnot. And hopefully, my system will take over and do whatever it needs to do in order to make sure that I don't catch a migraine, because a migraine would suck right now. All right. So listen, if you're following me now, turn on notifications to always. And make sure you guys turn on so y'all know when I get back on live. I will return back to live on all these platforms and formats. Paulette, I appreciate you jumping in with me, Paulette. Make sure you follow me and turn on notifications so you can hang out with me a little bit more too. I love your conversation. I love what you said. You know what I'm saying? She said, well, mine stays the same. That's so big right now. You know what I'm saying? That's so big. Yeah, this is going to be a good discussion. I think we're going to have it for at least the next week or so, because it's important. You know what I mean? I think it's important to drill this part home so that we have a better understanding of relations and relationships, and in that transition point from when does a girlfriend start behaving like a wife in a relationship with her boyfriend, and then what's the difference between a man when it comes to his transition from boyfriend to husband? What's the difference? And it is crazy because I really think there's no difference in how the boyfriend is supposed to behave in terms of becoming your husband. It almost sounds like you don't want you know what I'm saying? Yeah, them screens can bring on migraines. Maybe that's what it is, Juicy. Yeah, I'm a rest, you know what I'm saying? And maybe try to find some blue light glasses because I know they have some of those. And I can't find my other shades, which, I be misplacing stuff lately. I'm so mad about that. But a lot of people always tell me I'm a good person. Oh, Paulette, I agree. All right, y'all. Listen, I'm going to rest for a little bit. And if I can, I'll jump back on. If I don't hold it against me. One of the coolest things is that you all have the ability to have notifications turned on so y'all can stalk me a little bit and know when I'm going to be live, and we can get it in. But this is a conversation we're going to extend past this point. I think it's very important, and I'm enjoying it so far. So I will speak to y'all soon. Bye, YouTube people.